Meeting to order. I have our secretary read the call. Madam Secretary.
It is 6:31 PM on October 6th, 2025, and this is the regular meeting of the Monroe Township Planning Board. Notice of this meeting was given as required by the Open Public Meetings Act, and a copy was posted on the second floor bulletin board in Town Hall and on the Township's website. Please note, audio and video of this meeting is being recorded in accordance with Ordinance 56-2024. The meeting is being broadcasted live on the Township's YouTube channel, and a link to view this meeting will be posted on the website for the public to view at their convenience.
Want to rise for a pledge to the flag? Roll call, Madam Secretary.
Ms. Fox?
Here.
Mr. Giacomucci? Here. Mr. Hessel?
Here.
Ms. Kennedy? Here. Mr. Kozak? Here. Mr. O'Brien?
Here.
Mr. Young?
Here.
Mr. Laughlin, Mr. Maury, and Mr. Wolf are excused tonight. Mr. Campbell?
Present.
Mr. Kernan?
Here.
Mr. Asarifi?
Here.
Thank you.
All right, the first order of business is we'll swear in, I'll have our solicitor swear in two of our professionals. Want to do that right now?
For the record, please state your name.
Tim Kernan.
Richard Asufi.
Gentlemen, raise your right hand. You swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide this board is the truth and nothing but the truth.
I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Our first order of business is applications. We have three applications this evening. The first one, Mr. Solicitor.
Sure. So, Mr. Chairman, our first application tonight is application number 1883. The applicants are George and Denise Adams. Their application is for a minor subdivision. They're proposing a minor subdivision for the construction of a new single-family home on Lot 55, along with any other variances or waivers deemed necessary by this board. The property is located at 546 and 548 Prince Avenue, also known as Block 13201, Lot 54 and 55. The property is in the RG-MR zoning district. The applicant's present. Could you step forward? So for the record, could you identify yourself?
Denise Adams, 546 Prince Avenue, Williamstown, New Jersey.
And
George Adams, 546 Prince Avenue, Williamstown, New Jersey.
will you both be offering testimony to the board?
If needed, he will. He's my backup.
Why don't you both raise your right hand? You both swear and affirm that you'll tell this board the truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. So our first order of business, Mr. Chairman, is to make sure that the application is complete. Mr. Kernan, his firm did their report dated September 17th. Mr. Kernan, what can you tell us about the completeness of the application?
So there's just a few items that I'm going to recommend should be waived by the board. Most all the information actually is on their demolition plan or their plot plan, but not on the plan of minor subdivision, so it's more of a technicality. So the first one is existing structures and woodlands on and within 200 feet. They have requested a waiver, and I support that. Next one is all proposed lot lines and existing lot lines proposed to be eliminated. We have that now. I learned out in the hallway, the Pinelands Commission had them take it off the subdivision plan, and our code says it should be shown, not just proposed, but existing lot lines to remove. So we now have that on the plan. So B goes away, or G, rather, letter G goes away. Letter H, requirement to show location and approximate size of bridges, culverts, so on and so forth. They've requested a waiver, and they're also in the statement that they gave me, there are none, to their knowledge, on site or within 200 feet. I guess, Ed, it's not applicable versus needing, there's really no need for a waiver if it doesn't exist. All right, letter I at the bottom of page 3, general description of the proposed drainage facilities. We said a waiver should be requested, but they actually have a drainage report that the Pinelands required, and they're proposing a dry well. It's been sized to handle a 10-year storm. So I would say that there's no waiver needed for that. We have that information, letter I.
And when they come in for a site plan, we also have to show that. So we-
Yeah, it would be reviewed as part of, well, when you say site plan, not before this board,
They're
but
not
like a
gonna come to this board.
grading plan, individual lot grading plan that will go to the township engineer.
Sure, that's more.
Yeah, yeah. Two others, top of page 4, letter J, requirement to show width and location of all existing proposed utility easements. They believe that none exist, so there'd be no reason to show them if they don't exist. So, with that being said, maybe just put that on the record, that you're aware of no easements affecting the property,
That's correct. Yes.
properties? Okay, so really no waiver needed for that, just testimony that none exist. And then the last one, a key map, they mentioned out in the hallway that they can revise the scale of the key map, but it's actually at a larger scale. It's at 1 to 50 than the maximum 1 to 2,000. So actually, I think it complies. I think really, when you think of scales are like the inverse, like 1 to 500 is a better scale than 1 to 2,000. 1 to 2,000, it would, the property be very narrow. So actually, I think it complies, but to the extent a waiver is required, I would just recommend a waiver be granted versus having to revise the plan yet again. There's no need to revise the subdivision plan any further.
So you recommend that the board accept the application as complete, subject to the submission waivers that you outlined?
Yes.
And would you agree that the waivers, the submission waivers that are requested are consistent with submission waivers that this board regularly grants?
Most certainly, yes.
And there's no reason to think that the board will have enough information based on the application to consider the application with those waivers?
Yes.
Okay. So I would, Mr. Chairman, make a recommendation that a member of the board make a motion to accept the application as complete, and I think that can be an all in favor vote.
I'll make a motion.
Is there
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second?
Roll call on the completeness of the application.
You said you could do all in
I think you can do all in favor.
Oh,
It's your discretion.
no, that's fine. If you think so, we'll do it all. Go ahead.
Say all in favor.
All in favor.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Go ahead and do it verbally. Go ahead. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are we finished?
You're
Yeah,
on.
so the application is now deemed
You're
complete.
complete.
Can you tell us about what you want to do?
Oh, sure. So we own, my husband and I purchased the property at 546, and then we purchased the conjoined property at 548, which is a landlocked piece of property. That property has a house on it, and what we're proposing to do is make that a conforming lot, to make that have street access, and then my son will build his house there.
So which lot is the non-conforming lot?
On the 548, currently 548, yes.
So your plan is,
Which would be lot 55.
55.
Yeah.
your plan is essentially to reconfigure the two lots so
Yes.
that they both are then conforming.
Yes.
Yes.
And my review of Collier's, Mr. Crenan's report and Mr. Esafiri's report indicate that you're not requesting any variances and both lots are compliant.
That is
from a zoning
correct.
perspective.
We're not
Yes.
requesting any variances.
There are a handful of waivers that I think you're asking for. One of the waivers is a sidewalk, right? Are
Correct.
there any sidewalks in the immediate neighborhood?
There are no sidewalks.
I support a waiver of sidewalk.
Okay.
It would not make sense to put sidewalk back there.
Those are the questions that I have. I don't know if you,
Anyone have any questions for the application?
Same goes for curb.
I was just.
Same goes for curb.
Right.
No curb out there.
No curb either.
And there's really one other waiver and then one piece of testimony on part of it that we'll ask that from Denise Adams. So the third waiver from our design performance and evaluation standards would be a requirement to put street trees along the frontage of the lots. It's a wooded area. I don't know if street trees would add any value out there. I'm seeing Mr. Kozak shaking his head no. So I would support a waiver of requiring street trees along Prince Avenue as well.
Go ahead.
Mr. Canaan, in section 4 of your report, there's a request to add a table to the plan.
That's been done.
It's been done?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's been done. And the only testimony I would ask is about sufficient parking off the street. I know you have a long driveway
Yes,
that you
yes.
can park more than the minimum required for a single-family dwelling. And I think the plot plan for your son George's home,
The one with the driveway.
it's a two-car, yeah, it's like an 18-foot wide driveway, 66 feet off the road, 50 feet off of the right-of-way line. So parking on the driveway for 4 cars, plus a 2-car garage, so complies with the parking requirements for a single family. I have nothing further.
Further? Our planner, you have anything to add?
I think a lot of the items have been addressed, Mr. Chairman. On page 3 of our CME report, item 4, planning comments. 4A, just trying to, confirm or clarify certification of filing with the Highlands Commission.
Yes,
And the
we-
status of that.
Yes,
We
we
have
do.
it.
We do have a certificate of filing.
Okay. And what's the anticipated date or, timeline for proposed construction for that new lot?
Anticipating hopefully spring of 2026.
Okay. And if the structure is demolished, what will be in place? Any ground cover, or how would that be addressed?
Likely just some natural soil and backfill, and maybe planting some trees or something along those lines around that area. The house we're proposing is more up front than that one is currently in the back of the property.
I think most of our items have been addressed. We have no issues with granting those waivers for sidewalks and the street trees.
That's it. You have anything else to add?
No, I think that's
All
it.
right, you heard our solicitor, you heard the applicant. I need a motion for approval.
Motion, Sherry.
I think first you got to ask for public comment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I need a motion open to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone from the public want to comment on this application before the board? Seeing none, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public portion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So, Mr. Chairman, if the member of the board were inclined to make a motion to approve the minor subdivision, I would suggest that it be conditioned on, first of all, granting the submission waivers, granting the waivers requested that Mr. Kernan reviewed with you, and accepting as a condition that the applicant comply with the other recommendations in both the planner and engineer's letters.
I'll make that
You
motion.
heard what our solicitor said. I need a motion.
Motion.
I need a second.
Second.
We have to have a roll call.
Mr. Hessel?
Yes.
Mr. Giacomucci?
Yes.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Ms. Kennedy?
Yes.
Mr. Kozak?
The recommendations of our professionals, yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Okay, you are approved.
Thank
You're all
you.
set. Moving right along. The second one is Tom Duffy, 1880, of our solicitor.
Mr. Chairman, the next application is filed by Thomas Duffy. It's application number 1880. It's an application for final major subdivision. The applicant is proposing a final major subdivision approval consisting of 10 single-family residential lots and 1 open space lot within the Victory Lake community. The subdivision is to be served by public water and public sewer and private wells. The applicant was granted preliminary major subdivision by this board on May 5th, 2025, resolution PB 1825. The applicant is also requesting any other variances or waivers that this board may deem necessary. The property is located on Sunny Hill Avenue. It's also known as Block 9101, Lot 8, in the RGMR zoning district. The applicant present.
Yes.
Okay. Can you each identify yourselves?
Good evening. My name's John Coslow. I'm an attorney. I represent Mr. Duffy.
I'm going to swear them all.
Yeah, Mr. Costa, I don't know if we need to swear you in, but after we swear your client and your engineer in. John, would you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide this board is the truth and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Ron.
Kind of said everything I had planned. When we were here for preliminary approval, besides waivers and the usual, we had one significant issue, and that was regarding a Phase 1 report, which had been previously prepared in 2006. And the board asked us to submit whatever we could find to the engineer, and as it turns out, we just ended up doing another Phase 1, which, thank goodness, had no issues whatsoever. Now, again, we're here for final on the 11-lot subdivision. And to be honest, I'm just going to give it to the engineer because he knows more about this than me.
Just a quick overview. 11-lot subdivision, we were here on May 5th for the planning board. One of the main issues that the board wasn't comfortable with approving for final was that Phase 1. The Phase 1 was completed by Du Bois Associate on June 24th. It was submitted to your professionals. They came back, they didn't have any issues with it, as well as the report didn't have any issues with it. We brought the plans into compliance with the preliminary subdivision. Both your planner and your engineer had reviewed those plans. They found them acceptable. I think there's just a couple of outstanding little minor technical comments that shouldn't be an issue to address during final compliance submissions, and the required HOA documents, which will be provided at time of compliance as well. Just wanted to bring the board's attention to the outside agency approvals that we have received to date and what it's looking like in the future. We did receive Gloucester County Planning Board approval on August 26th of this year. It will be submitted for record to the township. We also received the Gloucester County Soil Certification on August 18th, the Township Fire Official on June 5th, the Gloucester County Tax Assessor's approval of the block lots, the street names, and addresses on April 8th of this year. We received the Monroe MUA Form A approval, which is just a preliminary conceptual approval. We also submitted a Form B approval in conjunction with that Form A approval. They asked us to revise a couple of things on the plans and submit for compliance. That has been submitted back to the MUA on the 22nd of September. And then the last stages of the sewer approval is once the MUA approves the Form B approval, we go to the Gloucester County Utility Authorities, get their endorsement for the acceptance of the sewer, and then once everybody signs on the forms, we then submit for the treatment works approval of the DEP. And once we get all those approvals, and once, should the board issue a final approval for this project, we get all those outside agency approvals, file them with the Pinelands, and then that's when they will formally review all the approvals at once and then issue a final approval letter. And that kind of summarizes everything with this project. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
So, Mr. Chairman, we probably took something out of order quickly. Mr. Kernan's reported Section 3 talks about compliance review. It generally looks like the applicant's application is complete. There's 2 comments. They also look minor. Any issues with completeness of the application?
No, those were actually compliance from the last year's preliminary, or not last year, but just
Yeah.
some months ago. The next Section 4, we deemed it complete. We found it to be complete. So, yeah, we recommend that it is complete. And based on the testimony from the engineer, I'm fine with his statement that it'll address our comments under preliminary compliance, as well as we have a handful of comments for tonight for final, so I'm done.
Now I get it. I'm looking at the resolution from May, and I see the comments, right? So, for example, a condition in May was the applicant shall update the stormwater plans and calculations to the satisfaction of your, to our professionals, and that looks like that's 1 and 2.
Yeah, we just have a couple final remaining comments
The
on
applicant shall
stormwater.
revise the plans to include turning template to demonstrate that trash trucks can safely turn the cul-de-sac. Is that right?
That, yeah, we don't have that as an outstanding comment any longer, so that was done. Yep.
We have the Phase 1, and we received the Phase 1. Do you have any
Yeah.
comments about the Phase 1?
None.
I forget, who's going to own the the 11th lot for the stormwater basin?
That should be under the
In
HOA.
the HOA?
We cover everything.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
ask, any other comments from?
Any other comment?
No, they're going to address our comments. They weren't major.
Our planner?
Mr. Chair, I have just a few comments. I think they address most of our comments. Page 2 of CME report, status of Pinelands approval.
So there was a certificate of filing that was issued back in 2006, 2007 when this project initially came into life. And then since it's sat dormant, the certificate of filing at that time that they recently just updated do not expire as long as you provide the required documents as part of that approval. So at this stage, once the township approves preliminary and final site plans and subdivisions, then you submit all the required permits and documentation to Pinelands, and then that's when they'll do the final review and issue the final permit.
Understood.
So once we get that information, we'll be happy to supply that to the township.
Thank you. And the only item is with the agreements or copies of agreements, maintenance agreements for the stormwater plot and prohibition of conversions in the development, copies of HOA agreements. If you can, share copies with us.
Absolutely.
So you would accept as a condition of approval?
We are open.
The delivery of
Open.
HOA documents, including maintenance of the stormwater facilities to the satisfaction of the board's professionals and the township's legal staff.
Yes. There's just one thing I wanted to touch on, Mr. Cran's letter, was we're asking for a design waiver for the foot candles along the right-of-way. And that's just because the township has a very strict code when it comes to the maximum foot candles allowed at the right-of-way. But since it's right up against the right-of-way, some of the residential lots, we're at 0.6, where the permitted is 0.25. And we hope that the township would be acceptable to that.
And I'm fine with that. I jumped over it when I was looking at my comments after he testified. I'm fine with waiving that.
I'm sorry.
It is,
Which waiver?
the 6.2 lighting
Yes.
exceeding the maximum 0.25 level.
I just wanted to make sure that was on record.
There are no other waivers?
Nope.
Yeah. Richard, did you have any other comments?
No comments. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead.
based on Mr. Cran's testimony, I think the first step we need to do is accept the application as complete.
You heard our solicitor?
Is there a motion to accept the application as complete?
I'll make a motion to accept it.
Is there a second?
Second. You can do all in favor.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right.
And I think if any members of the board have questions for the applicant or your professionals?
You heard our solicitor. Anyone have any questions for the applicant?
Just through the chair.
Dan?
So, Richard, yeah, the way it stands, you're okay with this plan, you have no objection?
None at all.
Good.
Good.
Thank you, that's all.
You want to open it to the public?
Yes, no. I need a motion to open to the public.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone from the public want to comment on this application before the board? Seeing none, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public portion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, if the member of the board were so inclined to make a motion to approve the application with the waiver identified in section 6.2 of the Colliers Engineering report related to lighting, I would recommend that the motion include a condition that the applicant comply with all of our standard conditions, including compliance with any recommendations in the letters.
All right. You heard our solicitor. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hessel.
Aye. Yes.
Mr. Young.
Yes.
Ms. Fox.
Yes.
Mr. Giacomucci.
Yeah.
Ms. Kennedy.
Yes.
Mr. Kozak.
Yeah, there's no objections from our township professionals yet.
Mr. O'Brien.
Yes.
Okay, you're approved for final major.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, the next order of business is application number 3. Mr. Solicitor.
Sure, Mr. Chairman, the third application before the board tonight is a waiver of site plan, application 04-25. The applicant is Ground Level Customs LLC. The applicant is requesting a site plan waiver to allow a motorcycle repair and customization in an existing industrial space, along with any other variances and waivers deemed necessary by the board. This property is located at 1041 Glassboro Road, Building C1. It's also known as Block 13901, Block 28.01. It's in the BP zoning district.
You ready?
Mr. Chairman and members of the board, thank you. My name is James Carter. I'm an attorney at Hoffman DeMuzio, and I'm happy to represent Ground Level Customs LLC here tonight. Accompanying me are Adam Husser and Nicholas Daner, who are the two members of the LLC. Mr. Husser is the potential witness for some clarification on, I'm quite sure, questions the board will have.
I will swear everybody in at this point in time. Let's go testify.
Anybody who might testify, raise your right hand. To your right, your name, sir?
Adam Husser.
And your name? Gentlemen, you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide this board is the truth and nothing but the truth? Yes. So, Mr. Carter, could you summarize what the application is?
Yes, I can summarize. The application essentially is a conditional use approval request along with site plan waiver. Mr. Solicitor, already summarized fairly clearly what we're seeking to do. This is a small-scale motorcycle repair and customization business in a BP district. We are proposing light industrial use with the emphasis on light. As Mr. Husser indicated in his submission, written submission to the board, there is going to be really only a couple 2 to 4 parking spaces used. Any welding, anything like that would be shipped out to a third party. So nothing like that's going to be taking place at the site. Powder coating, for example. And while there will be sale of aftermarket parts, particularly for the customization, this will not be a traditional retail situation where the public is invited in to peruse. It would be either someone is coming in to get a motorcycle customized and the business orders that part, sells that part, or it might be a customer goes on the website, sees something that they either have in stock or can order, and orders it, and then just comes to the site to pick up that part. As again, Mr. Husser indicated in his submission, absolutely no nuisance odors. We believe this use is not inconsistent with that area already. He's indicated his hours of operation. Really the only noise issue, if you will, might be the starting of a motorcycle to determine its operability. But it's really just essentially a daytime 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, 6 p.m. during the week use. As far as the waiver of the site plan, we don't think there's any material site impact by this use. Our proposal doesn't affect, and of course I'm not a professional, so we're not making any technical representations, but we don't anticipate that the proposal will affect any traffic or parking circulation, certainly not the intensity of parking or traffic. It doesn't modify drainage in any way. It doesn't add any significant exterior work, and we don't think that the board would the application would otherwise benefit from the full site plan process, and that's why we're asking for the conditional use approval and the site plan waiver.
Forgive me, your client's name?
Adam Husser.
Mr. Hustler, would you testify that everything your attorney summarized is true and correct?
Yes, that's accurate.
So we have no changes to the existing site, correct, using the existing building?
Yes, we're leaving it as is, other than some renovation of the floor and paint, things of that nature,
But the
but
exterior of
nothing,
the site, there's zero change?
nothing changed outside.
How many employees will you likely have on the given job?
I mean, eventually it may get up to as high as 2. Initially, it'll be 2 people in the building, myself and Nick, the other owner. And then I'm sure as we grow, we plan to hire additional staff, but we don't know when that point will be.
How do you handle management of waste and trash?
Whatever the regulations would be, so we'll have a dumpster on site for any trash, and then a recycling bin for anything that's recyclable. Anything like fluids that need to be recycled will be properly contained. We'll have any sort of container necessary and call for a pump out of those fluids. We're not gonna just dispose of them in the trash.
What kind of fluids are we talking about? that can-
Possible motor oil,
Right.
yeah. That really would be the only effect on a motorcycle.
That's good.
Yeah.
No, we have no review. Except for, Mr. Pena, my recollection is that you did have an opportunity to look at this and confirm that it's a permitted use.
We had a pre-application meeting some weeks ago, and we did size it up that day that it was light industrial was the best use that it fit under, and it's a permitted use or conditionally permitted, but no conditions that are given for it. So, yeah.
So, I'll open up to the public.
Let me do the planner first.
Yeah.
The planner, do you need anything?
Because it's a site plan waiver, you can do a review.
Okay. I need a motion to open to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Anyone from the public want to comment on this application before the board? Seeing none, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close.
Motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just have one thing through the chair.
Go ahead, Dan.
Applicant, outside storage, okay? Do you plan, tell me what you think you're gonna do out, like a park, I'll tell you what I think.
Okay.
No outside storage of, or sales, or parts, or unregistered vehicles. So somebody that's registered, obviously, or motorcycles that are half apart and still working outside.
Yeah, no, nothing will be left outside other than the vehicles we transport to and from the office. Everything would be inside the building that is being worked on.
So I would think that you make this a condition that there won't be any, since he's agreeable, of parts, half apart motorcycles or unregistered
Okay.
motorcycles outside.
So
You're
we have-
okay with that, right?
Yes.
They're in agreement.
So, Mr. Chairman, if a member of the board were to make a motion to approve the site plan waiver, we could condition it on, condition that there would be no equipment, material, products stored outside, that the applicant comply with all applicable regulations and ordinances as it relates to waste disposal. I don't think there's anything else.
All right. You heard our solicitor. I need a motion.
Motion to approve with the conditions listed by our solicitor.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Kozak?
Yes, with the conditions listed by our solicitor of outside storage.
Ms. Fox?
Yes.
Mr. Giacomucci?
Yes.
Ms. Kennedy?
Yes.
Mr. Hessel?
Yes.
Mr. Young?
Yes.
Mr. O'Brien?
Yes.
Okay, you are approved.
Yeah.
We'll have the resolution drafted for the next meeting. It'll be memorialized and we'll forward everyone a copy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
I think next matter is adoption of meeting minutes from the last.
You're right.
Right.
I need a motion to adopt the minutes of August, what's that, the 15th?
December 15th.
December 15th.
Motion.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
abstain. I wasn't at that meeting. I'll abstain.
Okay.
Want to make a motion to open it to the public?
Yes, motion to open to public.
Motion.
Seeing none, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to close.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
It looks like we're at the end.
I think you can take a motion.
Do we want to do a motion? Yeah, anybody have a report that they want to give? It's wide open. Tim, you don't have anything?
No, but we're
Richard,
keeping
you don't
busy
have anything?
for the rest of the year and then the next year.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Adjournment?
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I want to thank everybody for being patient.